Welcome to Jaja Academy Lahore. Today we'll start chapter number 8, word processing. And the contents of this lecture are what is meant by word processing, what is a word processor, and then we'll see a simple word processor, which is also known as text editor. So let's start with defining a word processor. A word processor or word processing program does exactly what the name implies. Word processor. It processes words. Processing words mean, suppose this is a word, creating. Creating is a word, and processing this word means changing the size of this word, making it bold or making it italic, changing its color, and so on. All these are examples of processes that are performed on words. So a word processor is a software that allows users to write text, save it, display it on a screen, modify it. Modify means changing it, and print it. And the process of creating and editing text documents is called word processing. Now let's discuss some purposes of word processor. We can use word processor for preparing notes. It can be used to write books. We can type or write letters. It can be used for preparing timetables, preparing newspapers, magazines, and advertisements, etc. Right now, I am also processing words, like I am coloring some words or some text as yellow, some as blue, and to enhance its understandability, I have divided this text into different paras and I have applied some bullets as well. And the process of applying all these changes on the text is called word processing. Mainly there are two types of word processors: a simple word processor and full featured word processor. In this lecture, I'll tell you about simple word processor, and in the next lecture, I'll show you the features of full featured word processor. So let's talk about simple word processor. A simple word processor is also known as text editor. A word processor that provides only basic features is called text editor or simple word processor. It is used to type and edit text. Text means simple words, including alphanumeric letters and special letters. But it doesn't include photos, tables, pictures, charts, graphs, or other graphics. That's why it is known as text editor or a simple word processor. Let's see some features of text editor. We can use a text editor to insert text, to delete text, cut and paste the text. We can copy the text. We can change page size and margins. It also provides search and replace facility and the feature of word wrap. And the examples of simple word processor or text editor are Notepad and WordPad. Let's open a Notepad and explore all these features. Right click on the screen where you want to create WordPad file. I'm going to create it on the desktop. So I'll right click on the desktop. Here you see the option of new. Click on new. Now select this text document. A text document is created on the desktop. Now you can change its name. Click on this text and change its name. Simple word processor. Now double click on this file. This is our notepad file and it is the name of this file, simple word processor. This bar, the topmost bar, is known as title bar, and title bar contains the name of the document. The type of this document is notepad. This is a notepad file. The second bar is called menu bar, where you see different menus, and when you click on these menus, a drop down list is shown where you see different options. Now let's explore these different options. If you want to open a new document, then you will click on new. This is a new document as the name of this document is changed now. New window, by clicking on new window, a new window is opened. Here you see there are two windows, and if I open another window, a third window is created. Now I'll close recently opened windows and go to next option, open. If I want to open already saved notepad document, then I'll click on the open option and then I can select the file that I want to open. I have opened simple word processor file that I recently created on my desktop. Let's go to the next option, save. If I want to save changes in my file, then I'll click on the save button, or I can use this shortcut key. The shortcut keys are also available in front of different options. So you can click the options with the help of mouse, or you can press the shortcut key from the keyboard. Save. Save as. This option is used when you want to save the current file with another name. Like I am working in this document, simple word processor. Now I'll write hello here. And now if I want to save this same file with another name, then I'll go to the save as option. Now I'll change its name like simple word processor 2, and I'll save it on the desktop screen. Save. This is the file I saved with another name, simple word processor 2, and this is the previous file, simple word processor. The next option is page setup. From the page setup window, we can change the size of page, we can change the margin lines and orientation of page. And this is the preview area. The page you see here, this is the sample page. Preview means how your page or your document will look like after you get its print. Now let's see different options. I can change the size of paper. From this drop down menu, there are different page sizes available. This is the standard page size A4. I'll select this option A4, and you see the size of page is changed. This is the orientation of page. Right now the orientation of page is portrait. This is the portrait orientation. And if you want to change its orientation to landscape, landscape means widthwise landscape, and the orientation of this page is changed. And these are the margin settings. Margin means the space we leave on the right side of the page, on the left side, top of the page and bottom of the page. In the preview section, you can see here, this is the right margin, this is the bottom margin, this is left margin, and this is the top margin. And by using these options, you can increase or decrease these margins. And if you want to print your document, then you will click on this option or press Ctrl plus P button from the keyboard. And the last option of file menu is exit. If you want to exit, if you want to close this document, then click on exit. Let's explore the edit menu. The first option is undo. The undo option reverses your last action. Let's see the next option, cut. Cut, copy, and the third option is paste. Let's see how these three options work. First of all, simply select the word that you want to copy. I'll select this word and then go to the edit button. Press on this copy option. Now this word hello is copied, and in order to paste it, move your cursor to the point where you want to paste this word. Suppose I want to paste this word right here. Now I'll go to the edit button and click on the paste option, and you see the word is copied from this location to this location. This process is called copy pasting. Now let's see what is cut paste. Go to the word that you want to cut, select that word, go to the edit menu, press cut option. When we cut a word, it is removed from its original location and is pasted to the other place where we move our cursor. Suppose I want to paste the hello word right here. Now I'll go to the edit button and paste it. So the difference between copy paste and cut paste is, when you copy a word, it remains on its original location and is also copied to the destination location where you paste it. But in case of cut and paste, the original word that you cut from a specific place the word is removed from that place, from its original place, and is pasted to the other location. The next option is delete. If you want to delete some text, you need to select that text and then press the delete option, and the selected text is deleted. Let's move to the next option, search with Bing. If you click on this option, the control is transferred to the internet and your selected word will be searched from the internet. And the next option is find. Find means search. You can search a specific word from your document. Let's click on this option. Suppose I want to search the word hello from my document. So I'll write hello here. Now click on find next and the word is found. It has found the word hello. The next option is find next and find previous. If you want to find the next hello word, then click on this option. Now if you want to find a specific word from previous direction, then click on this option, and the next option is replace. Suppose I want to replace this word hell, HEL, with Lahore. Find hell and replace it with Lahore. Now click on the replace button and it has replaced hell with Lahore. The next option is select all. If you want to select all text on your document, just click on this option and all the text is selected. Time or date. If you want to insert time or date on your document, then click on this option and the current time and date is inserted in my document. Let's go to the next menu, format menu. There are two options, word wrap and font. The word wrap option is very important feature of the simple word processor. This time it is unchecked. I have not selected the word wrap feature. Now if I write something, you can see the text is continued in the same line. It is not breaking the line. The text is not going in the next line. Now if I want to break this continuity, I select this option, word wrap, and the text that is not fitted in the current line is moved to the next line, and this feature is called word wrap feature. It just breaks the continuity of a single line and moves the text to the next line automatically. Let's see the next option, font. There are different options available. We can change the font style. We can change the font size from here. And this is the sample area. The changes that you apply will be shown in this sample area. Now let's see the options of view button. There are two options, zoom and status bar. Zoom in means increasing the size of words, the size of text, and zoom out means decreasing the size of text. The second option is status bar. The last bar of the document is called status bar. It contains the detail about document, like how many number of lines are there in this document. There is only one line and only one column. The last bar of every window is called status bar. So if you want to show the status bar on the document window, then you have to check this option. And if you want to remove this status bar from document window, then uncheck this option. The next menu is help menu. If you want to seek some help, then you can click on this option. It will connect you with the internet and it is providing you different help options. It was all about the simple word processor, Notepad. If you find any problem, you can ask me by writing your question in the comment box. In the next lecture, we shall discuss full-featured word processor, the Microsoft Word. Thank you for watching. For more computer science lectures, subscribe to my channel.